seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's Clutch here and Timmy here, back in another video. And for today's video, we're going to be talking about the Houston Texans. I'm talking about why I think CJ Stroud is the perfect quarterback for the Texans, not only to fit the culture and the city and whatnot, but schematically as well. Now, as we know, we're going to be running a West Coast type of offense with Bobby Slowick coming from that Shanahan tree, coming from that 49er style offense, Kyle Shanahan type of offense, where it's going to be a lot of play action driven. It's going to be a lot of different type of motions, try to get the defense off balance, a lot of running the ball. We're going to be seeing a lot of that, a lot of CJ Stroud just handing off the ball. We're also going to see a lot of intermediate, crossing routes, deep posts, and stuff like that, where CJ Stroud, he very much excels in that type of stuff. Now with Ohio State, we were able to see him just absolutely launch the ball downfield to guys like Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave a couple years ago, and then this past year we were able to see him throw it to guys like Marvin Harrison, Ibuka, guys like that. So for pretty much throughout his whole Ohio State career, he's had top level receivers, and in Houston he's not exactly gonna have that. But when you look at the scheme, I feel like the scheme is really going to help these receivers and CJ Stroud have success in the football field. We're going to be running a lot of, I feel like, horizontal plays, which is what kind of happens in a West Coast type of offense. You see how the 49ers use Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. A lot of the times they're on just simple crossing routes, slant routes, post routes, comeback routes even, stuff like that, where it's kind of just going to be a lot of timing and just different stuff like that. Like, it's gonna go very good against like zone defenses, more so than man, I feel like. And CJ Stroud, he has that ability, he has that football IQ, even though he reportedly got an 18 on his S2 test. I don't feel like that matters at all. I feel like that's overblown. He has that IQ, he has that football IQ to be able to pick apart the zones and pick apart where the receiver is gonna be open in those specific zones. And on like play action plays, I mean, when, for example, let's say Tank Dell's let's say we're running a Yankee concept. If you don't know what a Yankee concept is, we ran it a lot with DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller. It's where essentially we have one receiver on each side, and both of those receivers, one's running like more of an underneath crossing route, and one guy's running kind of a deeper crossing route, maybe like about 35-30 yards downfield, and the other guys run like a 15-20 yards downfield type of crossing route. And on stuff like that, say we have Tank Dell running on one side, and then we have Nico Collins running on the other side. Let's say we have Tank Dell underneath and Nico Collins over the top. And I feel like CJ Stroud, even if it's not necessarily open, he's going to be able to throw them open. He's going to be able to throw that ball perfectly on the sideline, where the receiver is getting to the sideline, beating the corner if it's man, or being able to find the perfect zone in the defense if it's zone defense. And with CJ Stroud's precision passing, with his accuracy, with his touch on the football, we saw him do it against Georgia, and we saw him do it a couple of times. I remember seeing one exact specific play. I believe it was to Ibuka. I want to say it was in the third quarter. I think it was on a play action play, and I think it was exactly what I was just saying, a Yankee concept, how I was just explaining it with DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller. I think it was a Yankee concept where he ran a play action fake, and then he threw it downfield, a perfect throw, anticipation. It wasn't really open at first, but CJ Stroud threw him open. Ibuka was, I want to say it was like essentially triple teamed. He had the corner on him, he had a safety on him, and I want to say he had another safety over the top. So, I mean, for CJ Stroud to be able to, I'm going to try to clip that video, or that play right here in the video while it's playing. So hopefully as I'm saying this, that clip is playing over this. But if not, then it's on Twitter if you want to see it, I'm sure. But that ball placement that he was able to put, where he was able to throw the guy open, even though there was multiple guys on him. I feel like we're going to be able to see a lot of that type of stuff in Houston. Even though we're lacking the receiver talent, or at least the elite receiver talent, we do have some talent at receiver, but we don't have that number one type of receiver, or that superstar type of receiver, how Ohio State has like them all over the field. But I feel like CJ Stroud's going to be able to make stuff work with his anticipation alone. And we were also able to see him extend plays in the pocket where he usually really wouldn't. I've always known he has the ability to. I've followed CJ Stroud for 2 years now, for his 2 seasons at Ohio State. He's my personal favorite quarterback in college. I really, really liked him, and now he's on my favorite NFL team. So I've been following him for a while, so I know for a fact he can run. I know for a fact he can extend plays. So seeing him do it in the Georgia game, it was not really any surprise to me. So for him to be able to bring that to the Texans as well, compared to where we really haven't had that for the past couple of years. I guess with Tyrod, you can say we kind of had at least the ability to extend the play, even though he wasn't able to make those throws downfield. He was able to get out the pocket and at least run for a couple yards. But with Davis Mills, we weren't really able to see either of that. We didn't have the accuracy with Davis Mills. We didn't have the ability to get out the pocket with Davis Mills, at least consistently. And with CJ Stroud, we're going to be able to have that. We're going to be able to have that. I don't really want to mention his name, but we're going to be able to have that Deshaun Watson-esque type of quarterback where he's able to extend plays, get out the pocket, make plays happen. And that's exactly what you need from an NFL quarterback. When you look at the quarterbacks now, like the Josh Allens, the Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jacksons, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herberts even. When you look at those type of guys, what are they all able to do? They're all able to extend the play, get out the pocket, make extremely accurate throws, or at least accurate enough throws to guys, and it helps the teams win. And that's exactly what we need in the NFL nowadays. And I feel like with CJ Stroud, we have that. So there should be a lot of excitement for having CJ Stroud in this offense. He fits exactly what Bobby Slowick wants to do. And I feel like our quarterback coach, Gerald Johnson, who CJ Stroud has a relationship with, a very good relationship with, actually. So there's already chemistry there. So having that, all of that, I mean, it's very exciting for me to have my favorite quarterback here, knowing that how talented he is, to come into this type of offense. I'm very, very excited, everybody should be. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. It's not really any exact topic. It's just kind of a video explaining, I guess, my excitement for CJ Stroud and whatnot. But yeah, CJ Stroud is your franchise quarterback now. I guess let me know y'all's guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Are y'all excited for CJ Stroud? And if not, why not? I mean, everybody should be. We finally have what seems like an elite franchise, or I don't want to say elite yet, but it seems like we have our franchise quarterback of the future. But yeah, let me know what y'all guys think down below in the comments. But it's been Clutch TV Entertainment, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.